So we are on the beginning of a cold front that's coming in, and so I think probably with some pretty nasty weather. So it was about 5 below this morning, a little bit more with wind chill. So just putting these guys, I put hay out there too, and then they stuffing the feeders full of both alfalfa and grass hay in there. And unfortunately, my female guardian dog is in heat, so this is the male, Jackson. He's in the kennel for the day, and then she's in the kennel at night, which is a bummer. But the cold isn't bothering them. But it's supposed to be 30 below in a couple days, so I may have to bring the dogs inside because neither of them will go in their dog houses. So this door is usually open because there's an insulated dog house right there, which having the top open doesn't really, or the door open, doesn't help either. But neither one of them, I'm going to do some more training today with food and getting them to go in and out, but they've both done it before, and they'll go in and out, but they just will not go in here. And so there's just straw in there. Probably there's Frida. I worry about them because they're not together, because they do kind of camp out together when it gets really cold. So when it's 30 below, it has been warm. It's been like in the 20s during the day. So then a change to 30 below at night and 15 below during the day it's just a big change. It's not that they can't handle those temperatures, but it's just when it's a snap like that and it gets cold all of a sudden, it's hard on the animals. These guys, a lot of the animals were shivering when I came up this morning, especially the goats. The hair sheep are pretty cold tolerant. So them nuts, and so are the horses. Oh, sorry, Brown. And the rabbits, but the goats were cold. Brown is about ready to go out of here, but I'm gonna wait until after the cold. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry that lead rope is still on you, because I kept meaning to catch him and trim his feet. And you need to go out. And little Tim is gonna have to go out when Brown goes out, because Tim is starting to act like a little ram and bugging the girls. So without Brown in there, I don't want him in there because he could breed somebody if they came back in heat, and I don't want, he's not a breeding ram. Hi, Eb. Yeah? You guys are fine because you guys go in and out. I don't know how they go in and out, but they do, these two. I know she's got it figured out somewhere. I don't know how they can, they're so much bigger than the baby goats, and the baby goats don't get out, but she has a hole somewhere that she goes in and out. Huh. Why are you out? Go get somewhere out of the wind, silly. Yeah. So it is about 19 below zero. We had a storm last night, put down a bunch of snow, windy, drifted everything. So we're just trying to get dug out. And I'm glad to see they're actually not that hungry. We really stuffed the feeders full, but some of these feeders, these are pretty good, but some of them it's hard for it to get to them because so much snow gets in them. But they're not actually that hungry. I just fed, and a couple of these sheep actually went back to go stand in the shelter, so they're not that hungry. So we've got some drifts here from last night. Not terrible. It did put down quite a bit of snow though. Some drifts in here. Hi boys! How you guys doing? These guys all get in together. We still got a little brisk breeze going. Definitely brisk. Still got a lot of hay out, which is good. That shelter doesn't look great. Looked like it got pretty windy in there. Hi, girls! These guys don't seem that hungry either because I just fed and they're not coming out, so that's good that they're not hungry, but got to get them to eat enough during the day because it's supposed to be 35 below tonight. The horses I let out last night, and they went over there. When I came out this morning, they were on the other side of those hay bales because they don't have a great windbreak. The windbreak for the horses is the shed and that pallet windbreak. It's actually got OSB on the back side of it, so it's solid, but depending on which way the wind's blowing, it doesn't work for them. So like last night, the wind was coming more from that direction, so I let them out so they could get a good windbreak, but they're doing fine. The horses are probably doing better than anybody. They're big, so. And you girls are okay, huh? Because you're big. Small goats. A little colder, but everybody's doing okay. You're not hungry enough to come out, huh? You're just staying in there in your little fort. Yeah. It's now early afternoon. Just put out some grass hay for these guys. There's a couple of them that are shivering. Like, she's really shivering. Most of them aren't, but the wind is definitely cold. Magnolia. Trying to get them to come out and eat. There's still a bunch of hay in the feeders. There's actually hay in a feeder back there. And there's hay in those feeders, but they're not wanting to go across the pen to the feeders. So out some closer to their bank of shelters. Yeah, the wind isn't bad, but it's cold. It's pretty cold. So we have Splat, Blaze, Treacle, Claudia, so they're on the other side of the fence, Honey, Madeline, Peony. Let's see, Splat, that's Splat on the other side there. Magnolia, Cinnamon, who just went pee, Bruja, and Noodle Doodle Noodle, who's cold. I just pulled the hay out of here. Rams. I'm gonna go fill this other one. Yeah, hi. How you doing? Yeah? Miss Birdie's in here. I think she must have. You alright? You got some ice in your toe or something? I see you're packing a foot. Are you packing a foot? Why are you cold? You need to eat more. Look at between your toes. Are you still limping? Did you get an ice ball between your toes? Huh? I'm gonna have to look at you. So even the sheep are a little cold. Been feeding some out there, plus they still have hay in their feeders, but the feeders keep getting snow on top of the hay, and then they don't eat it as well. And I'm trying to get everybody to eat as much as possible, so I put some hay out to my goats. A lot of my goats went back in. There's still some out, but a few of them went back in. They just are too cold to eat, but they need to eat in order to not freeze. Rams are eating, so that's good. So this is Bruja, and even she's shivering. And this is Splat, and she's shivering too. Those two are probably my toughest of the small does. Splat's not shivering bad. She was, but Bruja is, and Bruja's tough. So it's just this drop in temperature that we've had. It's just hard on them. It's not that they can't do this temperature, it's about 20 below, but they're just not. We haven't had any temperatures below 0 until now. And Birdie's pretty tough too, and she's shivering. My poor dogs. Hi, Frida. Yeah, it's cold, huh, Frida? These guys aren't doing too bad. Huh. But what's a bummer is that Frida is having her first heat. So they have to be separated, which is a bummer. I think otherwise they'd be running around and they'd be fine. But it's supposed to be 35 below zero tonight. And they're not used to it because it has not been even below zero. So I'm actually going to bring them in to our mudroom because Jackson was out last night, and you know, they have these insulated dog houses, and there's one over there too for him, and they have straw in them, but he wouldn't go in because the horses were out. So he wanted to stay with the horses, so he wouldn't go in there. So I'm just going to pull him tonight so that he doesn't feel like he has to guard, because he's been out at night since she's been out during the day. I don't like only having one dog out either, but we're not ready to have any puppies. Huh, Jax? You are, but I'm not. All right, I got Mr. Mook here. It's still about 20 below, I think, but he had an abscess on his face. The vet was out here the other day and lanced it. It's just on the side, but I need to open it up and flush it out because it's trying to close up. But I brought him up here because he's going to have to go into the dog room so I can blow dry his face once I get done. Because for one thing, it's just too cold out here for it to be very effective, but also our old circuits don't like the use of a hairdryer outside. So I have to take him in here. I put my dogs in crates, but Mook grew up here, so luckily he's not too bothered by being messed with. All right, we want Mook flushed out. Yep, shake it off. He's in our porch here with the dogs. Quiet. You be quiet. Thank you. It's not the first time, is it, dogs? Not the first time. Mookie, you ready for some hair dryer, buddy, on your chin? I know he's cold. Cold, honey. I'm cold, huh, bud? I'm gonna dry off before you go back out there. I'm not sure Mook is enjoying his spa time, but my porch certainly smells like hot goat and hot abscess. It's not really all that great of a smell. Dog likes it, so he's probably just like, whatever. What's he gonna do next? Your beard is dry. Then quiet. Are we mostly good? Huh? You're not super impressed, are you, buddy? Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll go back outside, huh? So it's now about 4 o'clock. Still just putting out hay, trying to get them to eat. They're not that hungry, but but you'll eat the best stuff. Mr. Man here does not look cold, actually. Mr. Man, what are you doing, Jax? Are you mad? You're kind of over this having to be. Yeah, how you doing, buddy? Are you having a good sleep after you were guarding last night, huh? She's in one of those insulated dog houses. But again, he's got to be in the kennel because Frida's in heat, so she's out. She was just in the hay, but she was shivering. She has access to a dog house, but she's not going to get in it. Unless she gets in this one, she's in the kennel. Hello, handsome. I know. You're disgusted by this whole thing, huh? You're going to be out with your buddy. Eat up, sheeps. Well, just got the last load out. So tonight it's supposed to be 35 below. But at the moment, somehow we have no wind, or almost no wind, which is just crazy. So I don't know if it's going to change or not. There's parts of the state that have projected -70 wind chill factor tonight. So I don't know, but my animals are going to get lucky if there's only like maybe a 4-mile-an-hour wind. But I have hauled multiple loads of grass hay and alfalfa out here. Horses are over there. They're stuffed. Everybody's stuffed. So I'm Addie. Most of these guys are in their shelters now. Still just have Madeline, Birdie, and Peony still stuffing their face. But we will hope for the best. That's all we can do. They do have, everybody's got a shelter. Most of them are pretty tight for the wind. Horses don't, so that's why last night I let the horses out. So if it starts blowing tonight, I'll let the horses out again so they can go. They were over there behind those hay bales this morning. But anyway, it's just so quiet right now, except for the ram's bells and an airplane. Are you gonna try to check out my wheelbarrow? So we're in the dog room and it's a full house. I did kick the barn cat out because she was causing problems, and there's one dog still in the house. But there's 9 dogs out here and 2 cats. Huh, yeah. There's a lot going on tonight, huh, buddy? Yes, there's a lot going on, huh? Frida didn't want to go in the crate. This is a foster dog. Big girl. I had to switch crates and put Jackson in here because Frida didn't. Hello, Jackson. It was cold out there, wasn't it, Jax? You're not totally sure that you wouldn't rather just be out there, though. Yeah. Oh, you don't need my bucket. No, you either. Go eat on the ground. So it's about 35 below. I'm gonna count here. So Madeline and my small goats, 1. Birdie. Anybody else in there? Nope. 2. Bruja. Yeah, the big goats are all here. 2. There should be 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who am I missing? Okay, I found the 9th doe, Treacle. Horse is fine. Mookie Mook, you're frosty. Rams are fine. Cappy's fine. Hi, girls. You guys have little mustaches. Problem is my hand is cold. All right, everybody okay in here? You guys doing okay? I know you guys get ice in between your claws on your feet. Hi, girls. I know. Why is everybody running? Hello. Why is everybody running? You guys look okay. How you guys doing? Huh? Yeah, you guys know to get in there together. Morning, girls. We get some hay out. Ready for some creep feed, huh? Hi, Pumpkin. Hi, Ab. Where's Timmy? Timmy's kind of thinking he's hot stuff with the Gladies. He's going to have to go in with the Rams soon, huh? He's kind of leaving you on your own. Well, come on, I'll get you some grain. Yeah, hi, sweet. You just eat off your buddy's back. I think everybody got up. The bucks are all here. These guys are funny because as much as they, hey, you're a jerk. He is the problem. But as much as they fight, these 5, everybody but Big Joe, have all been getting in that small shelter together, which is smart. Even Kurt, who usually doesn't like to be near anybody, but Big Joe apparently is a jerk. So he's been running around on her by himself. And I did, so I don't usually, this is just some barley. I don't usually feed grain in the wintertime. But I think they do better with hay. But I started a week ago and have built, they still didn't get very much, but I built up because we knew this cold was coming. So what they really need to stay warm is the hay, but I think it does help them keep their energy levels up a little bit when it's this cold. But again, like I started, what's today? Yeah, I started a week ago with adding in a little barley so that they wouldn't get sick from it when they got fed when it was cold. How are you guys doing? Ooh, feet, huh? Yeah, the feet go first, don't they? Yeah. Ouchie feets. Oh. Get your business done, buddy. Flint, leave her. Get your business done so we can go back in. You don't care, do you? You don't care, you don't care. Ooh, poor dogs. And this room is not heated, but insulated. And it feels like it's about 40 degrees in here because of all these bodies. All the bodies keeping it warm. But I have to take my guardian dogs back outside. Jack's had a little bit of a squish. This is an XL crate, but he's a big boy. You ready to go outside? Let's go back down where you belong, huh? Yeah. Big stretches. Yeah, it's foot burning temperature out here. Yeah. He still has to be separated from, don't pee right there, Frida, because she's in heat. Let him do his thing and then I'll put him in the kennel and let Frida out. Yeah, it's weird to not be out here with your animals, huh? Yeah, they all did okay though. Yeah, they did okay. Yeah, luckily. So I'm in the rabbitry. It's about 9:30 a.m. So the temp has come up. It's about 24, 23 below. So, and the sun is out. So, I know our shed, we have so little space that our shed is just cluttered with everything. But it's nice out because it's sunny. So it's nice to see the sun. And I kicked the kitties out of the mudroom. They were ready. So Simon's around here somewhere. I don't know where the female cat is. And there's Frida! The female cat got kicked out last night because she was causing problems. She was too stirred up to be in there. She didn't want to be in there. So she's down here somewhere. Probably in the hay somewhere. Or maybe in here. My poor Polka. I think Polka is honestly like allergic to hay. Probably not, but she's allergic to dust, clearly. And of course, hay has dust in it. She does better when I feed out on the ground, but it just gets to her. And oddly enough, like then she stops coughing, usually in the summer, like at certain times of year. I don't know why, but she has definitely been looked at by our veterinarian, but she just has a chronic cough. And the Lucinda, that one, sometimes she gets hit by it too, and they're related. Polka's actually Tina daughter, but nobody else really has a problem. But poor girl, I keep thinking about, I really should give her to someone who has pasture, and I may, but I really like her too. So and she's happy here, but it gets bad certain times of the year. What are you doing, goat? Hmm? Woolly sheeps, hairy sheeps. Some of these guys have wool like she does. But that thick hair they have, this keeps them pretty warm. Oh, you guys look pretty good. Nobody's shivering this morning. The sun makes a huge difference. Feet bugging you, Frida. How you doing, sweetie? Hi. Hi, Pumpkin. How you doing, feet? You don't mind this too much, huh? Just the feet. Gets to your feet, huh? What are you doing? Hmm? Are you bored? With your little frosty face? Be nice to that kitty. Be nice to the poor kitty. Are you eating my glove? Yeah. Ow! You got some strong jaws. What are you doing? Hmm? Ouch. Ooh. Kitty told you to back off, Eb. Better watch out, kitty. She might go for you. Goodness.